I'm here. Oh, I just took a snapshot of myself. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. I took a snapshot. You hear me? What up, Wes? I'll hang out. I won't say a word, brother. Oh, okay.
Oh, microphone audio. Ah, there it is. Sorry, guys. Welcome to the Mary Boozers RC channel. I'm talking away and nobody can hear me. It's that kind of day. Sometimes you just got to unplug and plug back in, guys. Well, anyway, it's been a really good time here at the Mary Boozers channel. We got to fly the Black Storch today, as you guys saw. We got to fly our little Toss and Boss planes. We had a ball with these things. The little P-51 is my new favorite Toss and Boss plane. I cannot stress to you guys how fast and fun this little thing is. For the money, everybody should own one of these. And Dad is in love with the Dora. He's been flying it like crazy today. I think he got 6 flights on it today. It was great. I mean, we are in love with it. We had another guest coming tonight, Rich, but he ended up having to go to work tonight. We do have a video we're going to play for y'all here in a second that he wanted to kind of share with everybody. So Rich Baker, the RC Informer, is going to be coming to the Jolly Good Flying with us, and we are really excited to have everybody coming there. I've heard rumors of some of our good friends here on the Mary Boozers channel coming to the Jolly Good Flying. It seems like a lot of guys are coming. So next weekend, if you can make it, Dalton, Georgia, it's going to be one heck of an event, guys. The Mary Boozers will be there. Rich Baker, the RC Informer, will be there. James from Motionrc. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of great guys to come and meet, fellowship with, enjoy your time. It's going to be really a neat show. And I'm sorry I keep messing with my ears. My headphones are fighting me tonight. But, Lori, if you don't mind, can we pop names in right now? Oh, never mind. She's still getting some stuff up. So, never mind what I was saying. And is my camera gone? Can everybody see me? There it is. Hey. So, we did fly the Black Storch today, guys. I know a lot of y'all caught the live broadcast of it. It was really neat. We enjoyed the heck out of it. Did it break? Uh-oh. Oh, no. I don't know if everybody can see us right now or not, but the computer is not liking us. How's the live chat going, Lori? Can they still see us? Oh no. Oh, it's all moving again. We're good. We're good. Holy cow. You know, guys, there's nothing like being live. There's just, you never know what's going on as far as the computer itself, but it's a never-ending battle, and we try and improve it every week for you guys to make the best show we can. It's just never-ending. So, Lori, let's bring our guest in real quick, if we don't mind. Let's go on and bring him in. Everybody, please welcome James from Motionrc. It's so great to have you back on the show, James. We're super excited about hanging out with you next weekend. I really cannot wait. So tell us about the event and what you've got going.
Yeah, man. That's what we've been gearing up towards. Basically, my club that I've been with over a year now. I've been here a year now. So, got to know a lot of the guys there. President of the club. We put this together. They had done. So it's two clubs. It's the Cobb County Radio Control Club, which is the one that I'm a member of, and then there's the Flightline RC Club, run by a guy named James Slocum. I guess my club and him had, I guess they've been to each other's clubs over time for smaller fun flies. And then when I got here, I talked to the president of our club, who's no longer the president, but still heavily involved. But, at the time, and I, love to bring Motionrc would love to be able to sponsor and have events sort of that's in a way our own, and they were thinking of having a big event anyway, so it kind of just worked out perfectly in that sense. I was here not even a month, and a bunch of the guys invited me. I didn't get a chance to go out to this airport for that fun fly, and they're just like, we're at the Dalton Municipal Airport, so it's a small private-ish type of airport. I mean, it's not really private, but not many takeoffs and landings coming out of there, so they got a NOTAM in effect for the weekend. We're gonna have the commemorative Air Force there. They have a T-34 Mentor that you could pay for rides on. I think it's like 20-minute rides if you wanted to do that, so they'll definitely be taken off a couple times throughout the day, and then we'll just down all the planes. But you've got basically a full taxiway. I see everybody in the chat. I want to say hey to everybody, but, just talking about this for a sec. But what's it called? So you got, we're taking off the taxiway at a full airport. So whatever size aircraft you want to bring, by all means, it is acceptable there. The only thing they're not allowing is drones. And I brought my Mavic once, and I couldn't get it to take off anyway because you're at an airport. So don't even bother. But other than that, I expect it to be really packed, too. I mean, we've got now, I think, close to 40 registered pilots, but I know so many like yourself that haven't actually registered.
I know.
So that are coming. But aside from the guys you mentioned, so Rich called me and said he wants to fly in to Atlanta, and he's going to take a 2-hour drive up there, spend a day at least. Steve Hodges, of course, is going to be coming. He's bringing his kids. Steve always, big help. He'll bring everything he's got, which is awesome, and I can't wait to see his F-18 if he can finish it up. What's it called? Then got other guys, just some of the guys that you might have seen in videos. Guy Eduardo Veloche, he moved out from Atlanta to Utah, so he flies out there with those guys, Jeremy Solt and Justin Lamb out there now, the two guys who are with us at Jonal. But he used to live here and was a member of this club when I moved here, only he was moving about 2 weeks later. But he was fantastic pilot. He's flying all the way out from Utah just to, support the club. It's crazy. And then we just hear so many people that are thinking of, driving up from all these different states. So I really think that people just haven't registered because they're not sure if they want to do a whole weekend or, what days. I think Patrick's going to come out, Patrick Crowsdale, who you guys see fly in a lot of our videos because he's a member of our club. He's going to try to make it out a day. So overall, it's just going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's just like any other show, but we hope it can be something that can, carry on year after year. So I think it can. I see no reason why it can't. And when you have a full airport, I mean, man, you can let it rip. Nobody can, there's nothing to complain about with a field like that. You've got all the space in the world to fly anything you wish. So we want you to come on out. We're going to have, since it is Georgia and it could get hot, we're going to have a big tent that's going to have misting in it. There's going to be food trucks there. You can bring your RV, and obviously, you're parking at an airport, but there's no hookups, but run your generator or whatnot. So we expect it to just be, a great show. And I just, hope the weather stays good, and it's pretty much always good down here.
Yeah,
So,
I'm definitely excited for it. So me and Kevin Farros are going to be driving up that Friday. We're going to spend both days at the event, and we'll be leaving Monday. So we're going to be there the whole event. Guys, if you're at the event, come say hi to us. We're bringing stickers. I got stickers galore sitting right over here. This is Miss Lori's pouch for our stickers. But, I mean, if you come by and meet us, I got tons of Mary Boozer stickers. So come on by, check it out. We'd love to meet you. I know Kevin is just looking forward to it. We were talking about it today. Trying to get the F-18 finished and the A4 before the event. I think it'll be a lot of fun flying some gaggles. I'm going to bring the little fun fighters.
oh yeah,
I know you were saying you wanted some air support for that B-24. Well, it's coming with me. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Nice. Yeah. I got my Mustang, got my FW190. If you have that F-18, I'd love to bring, because I think Steve's going to have his. I know that guy Danny, who he did the 80 millimeter F-18 that we posted 3 weeks ago when we scouted out one last time. So I expect to see a lot of F-18s, and that's what I'd love to do. If you have everybody has similar planes, let's all go up together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then one more thing I want to say, we have a raffle. So we've got I got six new in the box planes. You can buy raffle tickets when you get there. Price to be determined when we get there. We're not sure how we're going to do it yet. But basically, I've got both the Mustang and the Dora new in the box. I've got, I believe, a Panther and a Crusader on the 64 millimeter jets. And then I've got a Birdcage Corsair, and I've got an F-22 6S stock. So
ooh, I'm going to definitely be going for that F-22.
Yeah, man. So I think we might do it on a first come first serve, or if there's some sort of game, maybe we'll do. Maybe we'll include one of them as some sort of game.
Lowest pass.
Yeah, those guys. We'll have all the rules set out when you get there, and obviously we wouldn't have a drawing probably until Saturday.
I'd tie the record for the lowest pass for you for an F-22.
Yeah, we buy as many raffle tickets as you want, and first come first serve on Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna have a big inflatable movie going. It's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm so excited for the event. I really am, and I know I've been talking to Rich back and forth this week, and he's really excited for the event. I've talked to a couple of the guys that chat with us every day. I've got guys that follow us like crazy, and they're coming to the event, and they're so excited to meet us and meet you and everybody at the event. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super stoked for it. So. Yeah,
this is going to be awesome. And I see Dave Marshall in the chat asking, just talk to the wife, saying what day's the best to come. I would say Saturday is probably going to be the biggest day, because me and Alex are going to pack up all this stuff Thursday. We're going to drive out there. I still got to pick up my kids from school before my wife gets home, and then the second she gets home, we're going to drive up there about an hour and 15 minutes, so I should be there around 5. I'm staying at a hotel off premises, but we'll check in there, and then we'll just be set Thursday night and probably most of the Friday as people roll in. So I would just assume from Friday around 2 to Sunday around noon would probably be the crux of it, which I think Saturday is going to be the major, the big day.
Right. Me and Kevin are planning on leaving Friday at about 9 o'clock. It's an 8-hour drive, so we'll probably be there right in the evening time Friday. And like I said, we're planning on staying all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and then leaving Monday to come back. So we will be there the whole event, guys, aside from Friday morning. But just because it's a long way from Webster, Florida to Dalton, Georgia.
I do those drives a lot. It's no fun.
I don't know. As long as you're doing it with your buddy, it's kind of like the RC thing. Me and Kevin are real good buddies, and as long as you're driving with your buddies, it's a lot of fun to me. Road trips are always good.
Definitely. Well, I can't wait, because then in a month thereafter, we'll be Joe Knoll again. We'll be back at Triple Tree for all. So, but let's kick it off with a bang here, and I'm gonna be this thing down there. So I made the Black Horse PC9 just yesterday. It's actually my first time I've ever built a kit from start to completion, maiden success. I was so happy with myself yesterday. I only managed to get 2 flights in on it, though, enough to get pictures and 1 quick video of the maiden where I was just not talking until I just screamed when I landed. I'm like, just stay nice, you know. I'm like, it was funny because I got to, you build it up, and I've never done anything like that. So I had to do a little work inside the cowl to make to make our new Admiral motor work on it and stuff. So, that was really new for me, doing that much, to build it up. And I remember I got out there and I was like, "Oh, are you ready?" I'm like, "Well, I think I am." I'm like, at this point, I don't know enough to know if I'm not ready, but I know enough to know what I know. So
I definitely feel your pain on the whole, I guess I'm ready, let's try it. So a lot of the guys in the chat today, I'm sure, saw the Storch first flight today. It was very exciting. We ended up going 12S on it, and it was a dream on 12S, but we had some issues, which we will show tonight. We have figured out what the problem was. We are going to repair the Storch. It has had some issues, guys, but it's nothing that the Boozers can't fix. We tore up the landing gear today, but other than that, it will fly again, and we will show you the video here in a minute. So stick around. I'm sure it'll be exciting. But I wish my maiden would have gone as good as yours. Let's put it that way.
I was shocked, man. Alpha was telling me that it's basically like a T-28.
Yep.
But it's just
it's bigger and it handles the wind better. I actually had one of those back in the 90s, and I loved it. I had it on a nitro engine. I think it was a Sato 91, and it was a wonderful, wonderful kit. And I could only imagine it now with the upgraded electronics and electric to have the reliability that airplane's just got to be phenomenal.
Yeah, man, I'm running this, so it's equivalent to a 20cc gasser. It's our new Admiral, motor setup.
So you've got the GP20. I've got the GP26 in the Storch, so
that's what I was gonna. That's what's on the Fairchild.
Right.
The 26. Yeah. So
man, I put 12S in it today on a 19 by 10, and it jumped off the ground in 6 feet. It was just on fire. How good the power.
I saw that. I watched it.
It was great. So
I know.
What ended up happening is I accidentally reset the.
Really?
What's that?
I haven't seen these motors yet.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful too.
They're really beautiful.
There you go, guys.
Really nice.
I like how you're putting the glow power equivalent to the airplane's motors too. The GP glow power. I really like how they're doing that.
We figured that would be easier. Obviously, we started with 5 different versions of the motors that are available now, because they'll match up to all the new balsa models that we have currently. So we have a motor for every one of. That's why that initial Black Horse batch was just it's part of it, because we knew this was coming. We're gonna have support for all this stuff, and man, now I'm starting to fall in love with balsa.
Oh, I'm telling you, after you start flying balsa, it's hard to go back. They're so much different in the air, the way they fly. The wind doesn't affect them. They float differently with how light they are for the size that they are. They fly a lot different, and it's kind of a magic thing. When you've really mastered the foamy scene and you want that next thing, there's nothing like balsa. Now there's let's be honest, there are some hurdles to get across, like repairing this kind of stuff. It's a little bit of hurdles, but there's nothing here, guys, that's hard. And I'm going to show how to repair this, and we're going to fix it, and we're going to fly it again. That's not an issue. The good news about wood is it can be fixed. It can be fixed really easily, actually.
You seen it yet? Are you going to play the video or what?
Well, okay, fine. Lori, do you have the video queued up? Let me make sure she's got it queued up. Guys, let's show you our flight. This was our second flight. 12S. We had.
Hey, this is your flight. Don't include me in this.
This is our flight. We had a slight issue, and so Lori's getting it ready right now. Let's talk for just a minute. She'll tell us when she's ready. But yeah, we'll share with you guys. let me put it this way also. I'm working with a company that's gracious enough to be on the show and let us show our faults. And this was not the airplane's fault, guys. What had happened is I had somehow bumped the BEC. The BEC in this airplane can do 5 volts up to 8 volts. I have figured out the issue. Somehow I bumped it from the 8 volt setting that was running our high torque servos down to the hold the elevator and keep it from going up. And this is what's happened to it. So I put it back on 8 volt, and man, you can't hold this thing down if you tried. It'll pick the darn airplane up before you can hold it. And that's what ended up happening, is it switched back down. But luckily, all we really tore up was the landing gear. So, like I said, Lori, are you ready? We're going to get her over into the screen, and let's debut the Barry Boozers RC Oops.
Let the plane talk for itself.
Let the plane talk for itself. You guys that saw it saw how stable it was, but you'll see gorgeous. On this power system and this prop setup, it jumps off the ground in 5 feet. So anyway, Lori?
She's got this.
All right, guys, here we go again. Storch, second flight. Now, we have had the maiden technically. We've got 12S going on it and a little bit bigger prop this time. We're going to take off with half a flap. Here we go.
Is there audio on it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what it needed. Flaps up. Oh, baby.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
Oh, man, they are sensitive. Oh, I have nothing. I don't have anything. Get away from the tree.
You don't have anything?
It felt like it just let go.
Well, we might have lost that.
No, I mean, I had control, but I had no elevator. I think the elevator's ripped out.
Well, we can't drive down there, can we?
I had left and right.
You got to zoom it. Zoom in on it, slow-mo.
Oh, it hurts so bad to watch that.
I give you credit though for missing that tree and popping flaps.
So you can see that
I would have been in there nosed over.
We
you know?
still had ailerons, but the elevator was under so much stress at that point, under such a low voltage situation, that the elevator couldn't pull the airplane up anymore. And I want to cry, knowing now what I know. If I would have hit that button once, it would have fixed my whole situation. But living and learning, guys. It was my first time running one, and that was the issue. It was not the airplane's fault. It wasn't the servo fault. It was this guy's fault. 40 hours into building it, and it was one button that caused me to oops. So double check. But really, the only damage that the Storch suffered was it bent up the landing gear, and we've been looking at flying again probably in a month to 2 months. As far as we just got a lot of events coming up, but we are going to fix the Storch. You will definitely see it flying again. I hit the airplane again for like the 15th time, but it hurts to watch. We've always been honest with you guys, and we've said we wanted to show you if anything happens like that, and I thank you guys for being so understanding with us. I mean, I knew you'd stand behind any kind of issue we had, but that was my bad on that. I should have double, triple checked that the BEC was on 8 volt instead of 5. There's the problem, though. I came back to the stand and started messing with it, and I figured it out. So unfortunately, that's just how things go sometimes. Makes me sick to my stomach that that's what it was, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you add something new into the equation that you're not used to.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's like anything else. You hate to find out that way, but like you said, I mean, what's the whole point of this? Why do we make YouTube videos? Obviously, as Motionrc, we got to advertise our products, but also people need help. I mean, look at how great YouTube is.
But
you need to know how to do something on almost anything. You can find somebody who's been there. So
the other good thing about it is me having the issue. I might save a bunch of guys from having that same issue now. If you guys can learn from that mistake to not have that problem with your airplane if you decide to have a Black Horse. That's a great learning experience. Unfortunately, I had to be the guinea pig that learned it, but that's the whole deal with this. It was flying absolutely gorgeous. Y'all saw it jump off the ground. It flew out beautiful. It was so stable, but you can see right when that servo gets overloaded, the plane kind of dips, and then I'm just controlling left and right. So what I did is, as it was coming down, I dumped the flaps in, and that made it level out. But when it hit that tall grass, the grass out there was about this tall in a swamp. When it hit that grass, it just stopped it, and it just moved the landing gear back and ripped them out. But like I said, there's not a lot of damage on the airplane itself. My cowl kind of broke, but the actual airframe, the wings are perfect. Everything held up really well, considering my oops. But
this is great. Now you're going to be able to show somebody, hey, here's how you fix balsa.
Yep.
And that's no easy task, and that's something like I would just fear. Obviously, I can't even call this a build. It's an ARF kit, so the hardest parts are already done. But just building something like this on your own and flying it, you get more appreciation for the guys who do just build from scratch.
Right.
That is
so
crazy.
The good news is I look at this, and this airplane is really not that bad. After I've really come back and looked at it, there's one spot on the other side where the wheel actually ripped out of the balsa and it broke the balsa, but we will rebuild that area and fortify it. And the neat thing on balsa is if you learn how to patch just a little bit, you can fix a lot. You'll be surprised what you can fix on these airplanes. A lot of guys are scared of it, but it's not as bad as you would think it is. And we definitely want to do some videos on repairing these airplanes, because everybody needs to know how to do it. If you're going to get a balsa plane, if you crash one and the minor damage that we have here, a lot of guys would buy a new fuselage. But at this point, this airplane really doesn't need one. If you know how to repair one, this airplane is definitely repairable, and it's going to take probably 2 hours to really fix the balsa part of it, and then straighten all the landing gear out. It's going to take a little while because there's so much aluminum that's bent.
It's like the fun of building. Part of the joy was this. I will say it took about 4 days, I think. Over time, I was doing about 4 hours a day, on each little thing. It was more tedious than anything, but some problem solving. And that's one of the new appreciation for that versus, pulling a foamy out of a box. But I couldn't imagine trying to recover this plane or something. Say, I don't like that scheme. Let me recover it. No, thank you.
Yeah. And
I did anyway, but, maybe. But I definitely think at this point, I've always had an appreciation for the balsa guys because I've been to so many shows and talked to so many people, seen so many gorgeous, big, gorgeous models. And I always told myself one day, my goal was just have one big balsa model, on top of all the other ones. Just the showpiece that, I can bring out and just, that's the plane that people would associate with me, I guess. And, I don't think this one is it, even though it's a great flyer. But I think everybody, once you get into the foamies and you've done them a lot,
I still see you being the OV10, brother.
Why get 3? Oh, that's coming next. I'm doing that next. It's just that one, I had to race that one first. But OV10, I'm almost done with that. I gotta drop in the 2 Admiral motors behind me, and that should be ready. I wanted to have it ready for Jolly Good, but it'll probably be null in the fall that I'll have that one going. But just push the shove. It's like again, just to finish that.
It takes time. These are not as easy and quick as to put together. There's nothing hard about it. It's just very time consuming. That's the one thing I want. Guys, you can build this airplane. Just be prepared to do it over many nights. It's a labor of love to have an airplane like this. And I see a lot of comments in here. The wings are perfectly fine, guys. Literally, the only damage to the airplane was the wheels. You can see that one's kind of kicked out and this one's kicked in. And I lost the cowl. So I'm going to have to order a new cowl. There's no way around that. But the rest of the airplane, I'm going to just fix it. I'm not going to buy anything. And then the question I had was on the BEC. There's literally a button on the BEC that switches it from 5 volt to 5.5 to 6 to 7 volts. And I had it at 8 volts. And if you hit it one more time, it drops back down to 5. And I must have accidentally bumped it, putting the thing in there, and just didn't notice it. But oh, that makes me.
Is it
so,
that easy to do?
Huh?
I don't know. I'm assuming you had the same BC that I put in here, the ZTW.
Yeah, and so do you have your set at 8 volts? What do you have your set at?
I didn't
Don't know. Okay, so the lowest setting on it is 5 volts.
I just could have the same problem as you.
So the lowest setting on it's 5 volts, and if you're running, I'm running the high-tech Metal Gear servos all the way around on here, and these require a lot more voltage. Now, your airplane also probably doesn't weigh as much as this one, so this airplane's coming right around 30 pounds right now, 25, 30 pounds, and so there's a lot of stress on those control surfaces. Now, I have 2 servos on my elevator, which is plenty of torque, but when they're under low torque settings, so 5 volts, it doesn't have a lot of torque to move them. Whereas at 8 volts, that thing's got lots of power. I mean, I can't hold this thing for my life. If I were holding this, the whole darn plane would pick up. So, and that's where my issue came from, was that I didn't have enough voltage going to my high-tech servos to... And to be honest, guys, I wouldn't have even thought of this until I had the issue. You know what I mean? I said it at the beginning, and I let it go, and didn't think nothing of it. But yeah, there's a button. I don't know how to show it right now, but there is a button on there that switches the voltages. So anyway, that's what happened. Let's see.
Nice. Yeah, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Would have been nice to see it, but now there's a redemption fight coming, and there's... you'll get more content out of it. And
you know what's going to be cool is at Joe Knoll next year, you're going to see this airplane and you're going to go, I can't even tell you ever had an issue. Because we'll fix it and you'll never even know we've had a dink on it. Because you can do it, guys. I'm telling you, all of you guys out there in TV land, it sounds really scary on a balsa plane, but there's nothing you can't fix on one of these.
It's a laptop, guys.
With a little bit of building skill... and just kind of sitting down and thinking about it, you can fix anything on these balsa planes. Well, unless you nosedive it into the runway and make nothing but toothpicks. But if you just dink them, there's not much you can't fix on these airplanes. I hear a lot of guys that are scared of that, and really you shouldn't be. They're not as bad as you think.
Yeah, it's just like anything else. It's one problem at a time, and you get through it. Like that's the best way to explain it. But I think, push come to shove, I think, now that we're selling Black Horse, if you find yourself on Motionrc, instead of maybe the next 2 or 3 foamies, maybe wait and grab yourself, put all that into one gorgeous, balsa model, because I think you enjoy it. When I took this off, I wasn't expecting it to just be so docile as it was, even though it's a sport. I was flying ovals just at the start. On my maiden, I was trying to be as, easy as possible, but I was able to cruise it around at half throttle, brought it up, tested the stall characteristics, had the CG perfect, because the thing was just, I held my elevator all the way up, took out the throttle, and just watched it sort of mush. And then bring it in for landing, I was just in shock when I landed. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so easy.
I knew that plane was just going to be money for flying it.
You feel the weight of it, and you're just like, this is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, that's a big trainer. I'm sure you're absolutely loving the way that one flies.
It's incredible, and I've got the, and again, it's just all the appreciation for, some of the things you guys have, like there's pull on the, on the nose gear, so setting that up, you just gotta, it's a pain. It could be a pain in the butt, but got to work, and just so you feel so accomplished when it lands, and you're like, oh my goodness, that works. Boom.
Yes, I completely understand. When it's right, and when it's wrong, it's really wrong.
Yeah, man. I'll stand next to it just to show you the size.
Oh, I know, it's a beautiful plane. Look at this plane, guys.
Website, but it's gorgeous. The only thing I have to do is I have to redo the stickers on the wings. I didn't know the orientation properly for Aussie, so I apologize. Apparently, the feet of the kangaroo should face the fuselage, so I got to redo that. But now, if you see it, you'll know it's mine.
Look how shiny it is. Hey, Lori, make him full screen right now so guys can see what he's doing. Hang on, James. We're going to make you bigger so everybody can see what you're doing.
Oh, I'm already too big.
Guys, look at this plane, though. Oh, my gosh. Is that thing not just absolutely beautiful? I love the shiny paint on it, too. The way that it's finished in the real shiny monocoat. I don't know if are y'all using Monocoat or do y'all use a different brand?
I think Black Horse uses Oracoat.
Oracoat, okay.
Oracoat, and definitely not Monocoat.
Okay. Well, not to throw the wrong brand names around, I just don't know. But guys, look at how beautiful.
But I'm just
love that they put the PT6 stacks on the front of it too.
I'm waiting to drop it. Sorry, I'm
bonk
trying
it into everything. That's the same issues I've had with the storage. You go to pick it up and you bang it into everything.
But getting the retracts in, and then it's just 2 screws. Take out the bottom wing.
Yep.
2 plastic nylon screws.
Yep.
And
been doing it that way for years. They'll hold the world.
Yeah, and plenty of space. So inside I just have the 10-channel Admiral inside. But I'm going to try to get as close to it. I got lights all around here and everything.
I understand.
But I got my Admiral, and it's kind of...
I ran the 10-channel Admiral today, too. No issues out of it. I'm liking it.
10-channel there, and then the satellite runs across it. And then my battery, I had to add... This is an F-18 tray from my crashed F-18. I was trying to CG it after putting it on, and I kept pushing the battery back. And I'm like, oh, man, I was still nose heavy. And then I got to the field, or as I was putting it, and I forgot to look. There's a latch in the fuselage on the back, so I ended up actually just stuffing a 2200 3S in there in the tail, and I was able to bring my battery more forward, and just got a perfect CG. So I'm just leaving that in there, a battery that I haven't used in ages.
Man, it looks sweet. Wonderful job on the build on it, man. I mean, it looks sweet.
Nice. I would take maybe I'll take the prop off, but I'll show you. I had to build a new firewall just so it
Yeah, I understand that.
Just because the holes didn't line up for the Admiral motor. So that was the only thing I did. I ran to Home Depot to get a little plywood, and I was lucky when I had that little accident with my Fairchild. I had ordered a new cowl, and it came with more of the big spacers, that go over the bolts. So I ended up using 2 of those because I needed more, to fit the cowl. I needed the motor to go more forward than the spacers that came. I think when this model was made, it was designed.
Yep.
I never held a rimfire motor, so I don't know if it's that much bigger or longer case than the Admiral motor. So I can't attest to that, but I assume it was if that's what they designed.
I had the same issue on my Storch, so my pieces were not quite right for the rim or the Admiral motor. They were designed for a rimfire, and all I had to do was just trim them down. What was it? I wrote it down, and you can actually see them sticking out the front here. But the amount I cut off, I just moved into the front, and made it to where it fit the cowl. My bolt patterns were actually perfect from the stock setup, but the rods were a little long, so I just had to shave them down a little bit to make everything fit perfectly.
Okay, so
it's been an interesting little thing, Hey, this is part of balsa is modeling.
That was what was kind of fun about it, because then it was like, oh, where am I going to put my ESC? And I'm like, I want cooling, so I have it back on the main firewall. I actually ended up cutting up the original firewall. I cut a whole piece that went over, so I just screwed through it, and the ESC has that little case that connects the opto. I use the 120 opto.
Yeah.
ZW. So I have that back there with the BSC all under the cowl. So it's getting all the air, I was like, I showed it to Alfie. He's like, wow, that's really clean. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm shocked at myself. I was able to do it. I think I'm the poster boy for if you don't think you can do this. Oh, James did it? Oh, I can definitely.
He can do it. I can do it, right.
So if you're afraid of building an ARF kit, just know that little old me figured it out over the course of a week and, had some success.
Man,
now, the only thing left to do is lights. It doesn't.
Right.
I have to find lights to add, so I just put a little Blenderm on the case before I epoxy those down.
Man, I'm loving the Black Horse planes. Everything I've seen so far, they're very high quality. The Storch has blown me away, the way it was built, the quality of it. Like I said, the issues I had, guys, it was my fault. There's no way around it. That was my bad that the plane had the issues that it had. Good news is we'll fix it, and you will see it fly again. That is a promise from me to you guys. You will see this plane fly before this is all over. The redemption. So, anyway, so we do have a video kind of queued up. Rich Baker, the RC Informer, wanted us to play for you guys. If you don't mind, James, we're going to put him on for about 5 minutes and let the guys see this video from him. He was really trying to get on the show tonight, guys, but unfortunately Rich had to go to work, so he just kind of filmed up a quick video for us. I'm going to play it for you if you don't mind real quick. Laura, you can go on and make him full screen too, just for a minute. And she's trying to figure it out. We're still kind of learning about all this stuff. We're getting a lot better at it every day. Just slide us behind him or something. You can... There, up. It's funny, guys. We get to watch what Lori's doing, but without further ado, we're going to let Rich Baker, the RC Informer, take it away for just a few minutes.
Hey folks, Rich here at RC Informer. Today I'm in the workshop. I just have a few announcements for everybody. Coming up this coming weekend, we're having we're going to have the Jolly Good Fly-In in Dalton, Georgia. The Dalton Municipal Airport's being put on by Motionrc. I'm going to be coming there just with myself. I'm not bringing any airplanes, but I'm going to be coming to fly with James at Motionrc and Wesley over at Mary Boozer RC, and we're just going to be there demoing airplanes. The great news is, guys, I'm going to be available for you guys. If anybody needs any help with setup or flying or get your plane trimmed and tuned or whatever, I'll be there to kind of help you guys out with whatever airplanes that you might have. But come on out. We'll be doing a lot of flying. I'm going to be there. It's August 30th through the 1st, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be there at least the Friday and the Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be there all the way through Sunday because I got to get home and get to work. But anyway, we'll be there. So come on out and check it out. A couple reviews sort of pending that are coming. I already did an unboxing of FMS's Ranger, which is a really nice airplane. I'll be flying it on floats and on the fixed gear and everything, and doing some demos here shortly. And then, of course, one of my favorite planes, Freewing's F-104 Starfighter. This is a fantastic airplane, 90 millimeter, just an exquisite design. It was kind of a combination of, or a conglomerate, or a collaboration with Freewing and Sebart. The plane's been out for a few years, but it's just such a beautiful model. I have an unboxing coming out of this soon, and we'll be doing coming out soon. So check out the videos on RC Informer on the YouTube channel, and I'll be doing some flight videos of it coming out. But it's just such a beautiful model. It went together so well. In fact, I just got it out of the box. I literally threw it together. It's not even glued or screwed together. It went together that nicely, just like you're seeing it here. So you can see some pictures of it up on my Facebook, on the RC Informer Facebook page as well. And one more thing I want to show you guys. This is a new item, or kind of new item, coming from Ray over at Guniac RC Creations. He has a Facebook page, and he also has a YouTube channel, which is called Guniac 33. It's real simple, and he's got some great videos of this. And he sent me one of these to show you guys and try out. And this is for my F-14. He just sent it to me in a bag, and this consists of just 2 burner cones that you screw on, or you just remove the cone off the back of your stock fan, Freewing fan, or whatever fan you have. He's got them for all different models. But you can see how simple this is. It's just a wire harness, and you have 2 connections. You have one connection that you plug into your battery, which actually I'm going to do right here to show everybody. And then it has a second connection, which literally plugs right into your throttle channel. And if you have a throttle channel, like for example a Tomcat, I'll just put a Y harness in there, and I'll plug that thing into the throttle. And how it works is as you throttle up, and you can see all these LEDs. There's one on the front right here, and there's LEDs all the way around the back. It just goes in the tail cone, the center burners. And as you rotate, as you throttle up, and you get to about half throttle, these things will light up, and you can see how bright these things are. They're really cool, and they just light up the whole tail cone. It's probably a good idea to paint the inside of the cone, or the inside of the pipe white, so it really goes. You can see how bright those are. You don't want to stare straight in them. But I'm going to have some videos of these coming out, and how to install them in the airplane. It's pretty simple. But what a nice setup. I'm really impressed with this. I haven't put it in the airplane yet, but again, this will be in the Freewing Tomcat. So be looking for videos of this thing, these things coming pretty soon. And I can see myself putting these in a lot of airplanes, because it is just a cool item of illumination. Again, check it out.
Wow.
Contact Ray, RC or GooniX RCEDX on Facebook, and GooniX33 on YouTube. And these are just sweet. I can't wait to get them in the plane. And we'll do some Tomcat videos with the afterburners on and all that. So, anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Hopefully, we'll see you guys at the Jolly Old Flying, or the Jolly Good Flying at the Dalton Municipal Airport in Georgia on the 30th.
Wes isn't. I am.
And hope to see you guys there. Thanks for watching RC.
It's Sunday night, baby.
As always, guys, we will see you next time.
Man, I haven't seen GooniX stuff up close. That looks cool.
All new, guys. We're getting there. And I actually have the burners sitting here in front of me too. They are really cool. They are super bright, and I cannot wait to get these in our airplanes. Hopefully I'll have one in either the A4. This is the F-18's center burner. It's actually a dual burner, and it's pointed towards the both sides. So I plan I plan on putting this on the F-18 before Jolly Good. I think it's going to be so cool. So anyway, I do actually have one.
Anything could happen.
What's that?
No, I'm reading the comment section.
Oh, you never know what's going to happen here, right?
Never happened live. It was that kind of day.
What did I do with my battery? I had a battery sitting up here. I was going to hook up the little thing, but I've got mine sitting here hooked up too.
I decided that I was going to repaint my entire garage this morning, so I moved everything out of it. But that's what I've been doing all day up until about an hour ago.
Dude, and James, thank you so much for making it to our little show again. I know it's not the biggest show on the internet or anything, but you know, we try and have fun every week, guys. We're learning every week how to make this show better and bigger, and I'm just so happy. I really want this to be the place to come hang out on Sunday night if you love RC airplanes. See all your buddies, you know, in the chat section, and learn about the newest, greatest RC products that we can bring you. I cannot thank you enough, James. We and him have kind of partnered up lately. I guess, do you want to go over Joe Nall with him, or Fall Nall, I should say, real quick?
I mean, just saying that out. Obviously, we spoke a bunch of times before Joe Nall, but it was really at Joe Nall where I just realized what the boozers were really all about. You know what I mean? I think I dropped a fan flight of yours, and then you started emailing me, and you're like, I want to start doing this more. And I'm like, okay, sure. And, it's amazing. It's been, a year maybe?
Yeah,
a little more?
We're just under a year, coming up on a year anniversary of the channel.
It's unbelievable what you've accomplished in such a short time. I mean, look at that set behind you. I mean, that takes effort. The effort shows, and you helped me out so much with that Fairchild, because again, I'm never going to sit there and I play the humble card. I don't know more than anybody else. The one thing I know is when I don't know something, I ask. So right away, I'm like, these guys might know. They need to help me with this Fairchild, and I mean, you guys just went so above and beyond, and I can only. I couldn't thank you enough. So now, leading to Null in the Fall, I just asked you last week, what were your plans, to come down there? You thought it was a week before, so you said you had work. So then I told you the real dates, and you're like, I might be able to get off. And within the course of an hour, we got Wes a plane ticket. So we're flying him up to Greenville from Tampa to join Motionrc for the week.
Yeah.
Because I could use the help. Obviously, George and Steve are amazing. They're going to be there, and they're so great within the tent and flying. But I think this Joe Nall really showed, having Jeremy Solt, having Justin Lamb there. They just showed up and decided to, help us while they were there, which is incredible. So I realized that, I could use that help. I can't be in the tent, fly the plane, do the video, talk to customers. It's hard. It's hard. So being able to have you there now just to fly all the stuff we got is going to be awesome. So if you're coming out in the fall, you'll find us at the same spot, same location we were at. So that's in the main hangar, and I'm putting you in a Motionrc shirt. And I'm probably going to stick you out there to fly in the noontime depth.
I am so excited to get to fly all the planes. Man, I am so excited for this opportunity, and you guys that have been with the Merry Boozers channel forever, you know I'm a very humble person, and this is unbelievable opportunity, and thank you guys so much. I can't wait to shake hands with everybody, be flying at the event, answer anybody's questions they want. I'll definitely bring Merry Boozers stickers, not questions. But man, I am so excited. We had so much fun at Joe Nall. I can't imagine that we couldn't have just a ball this week. Hopefully Miss Lori can make it. We're still waiting to find out from her work if she's going to be able to get off or not, but hopefully the Mrs. Boozer can be there to film and document. We'll be trying to go live from Joe Nall as the Merry Boozer quite a bit. Or not Joe Nall, but Fall Nall. I have to apologize.
I snore, so you are going to have a rough go out of it in the RV.
Right.
From what Alex tells me.
Well,
so you're going to be invading our space. You just got to deal with me.
We just got to deal with it, It's going to just be like college all over again.
Yeah, right. I saw a question pop up quick. I heard you talk about it earlier with the
Dora and the Mustang.
The Dora and the Mustang.
So,
Someone said, which one's better at slow flight?
Which one is better at slow flight? The Dora, hands down to me.
I think so too. I would say that the Dora would. If you watch the hype video or the product video for that, we had this just awesome. Nobody cut the grass, so there were like daisies or whatnot, a field of them on the other side of a runway. Me and Alex went out there, and I was just trying to get slow-mo coming across the tops. Like Alex was playing with depth of field to make it look like it was in a German, in a real German farmland or something in the hills. And I was able to just scoot that thing at easily less than half throttle and fly it well. And considering it has no rudder either, right. I can only imagine what a rudder would do with it. Probably make it even better, for those tight little spaces.
No.
But you're saying you think the Mustang's faster.
I do.
At his Mustang out there, and I was ripping him. I think it's just what battery.
I guess I don't know. I'm flying it on the Admiral 4000. What is it? 35C. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Stuck a 4000.
Or no, sorry, 2200 4S.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
But I mean, it is ripping on that, and you'll see the videos, guys. I videoed them both today. I did a 3S flight, I did a 4S flight, we did a tandem flight with the Dora and the Mustang, and I mean, the Mustang rips to me, and I'm just having an absolute ball. It can go straight up forever, no problem. Now, Dad absolutely loves the Dora. He was flying it all over the place. Dora, that's what the joke was going around today. Dora the Explorer. But he is absolutely loving the Dora. But like I said, it worked out great. I was like, I want the Mustang, and Dad wants the Dora, and so I said, here you go. He took it home with him. He's getting ready to pop dot it and pimp it out, and then I guess. I don't know if you can see it, guys, but I actually did finally put all the graphics on it, and I went with a custom livery on it. Kind of just made up my own fantasy work on it. It says "Ready for Business" there on the side. Lori, can you add the top shot on real quick, right, like over on the corner over here? Because I can get a lot closer to this one, but and I'm sure you've pimped out yours too. But the Dora we're talking about these two guys. The Dora and the Mustang. I absolutely love these. I cannot wait to play at Jolly Good with them. They're so much fun, and they formation fly so well together. They really do complement each other really well. Let's see, it's thinking. But the planes are very similarly matched. Like I said, I think the Mustang has 10 mile an hour maybe on it in a dive, but
you think so?
I really do. I really feel that way.
You're just pulling. I think you're just thinking out of your
bottom. Wait till you see him flying. I'll show you in the video.
I think you're making stuff up as you go.
I'm telling you, I really do think this one's a little faster. But we'll see. We'll put them on a radar gun. How's that sound? You got one?
German. I don't have a radar gun, but I know Danny Colasso will be there, and he has a radar gun.
I'll tell you what, let's radar these things and find out the ultimate answer next weekend. How's that sound?
Fair enough. I think you're talking out your butt. I think German engineering's going to destroy
Well,
you.
okay, so should we have a friendly wager right here on...
German planes matter, brother.
How about a $10 friendly wager right here amongst all of our YouTube people?
$10 from me already. You got to make that Storch money
I know, I got to
back.
make some Storch money back. I got to buy Storch parts, you know? I would wager that this plane is a little faster.
I can handle that.
Okay.
I can put it on the line.
Lori's trying to get the top cam to work. It's not working for some reason, guys. Don't worry about it, Lori. I'll just hold it up here again. But if you could see it, I did Ready for Business. It's actually a really famous nose art, and I added the smoke on it, the blue on the nose, and the blue on the tail. Oops. But there you go. There you go. She's going to make it real big for us. Hang on a second. You can leave James the same size he is. I can miss him. There we go. So there you go, guys. I did the Ready for Business. I made him where he killed a German. Because we've got to kill that Dora, you know. So he's already shot one down on the side.
Man. You are just...
You got to customize, you know. I did the gun smoke. He's been shooting at Doras left and right.
I'll talk all my smack after it's over.
He's got, you know, he's been leaking a little fuel where they've been filling him up. You know, I had to pimp out the little thing. I do want to pop it on it. I just haven't had a chance to yet. But I really love the splash of blue on the nose and on the tail. Isn't yours got some blue on it too, if I remember right?
No, well, I did the two classic schemes. So one's hanging up. I got the two that it came with. So I did the green on the back wall there.
Yep.
You could just, and then I got the yellow tail Shangri-La.
You know, I just figured I'd do something different. It's kind of fun, guys. The little Mustangs come as a base.
This one too. This is probably my favorite.
That was the one I was thinking about. And that's the girl for the front of the
Captain
Mustang.
America in there.
Look at that, Captain America rocking it up in the front.
I put him in the front. I 3D printed him and just chucked him in there.
So...
This is my customization I've done thus far.
So the girl on the front is definitely the Mustang girl, isn't she?
Yes. Well, yep. I had an extra Mustang decals for when, they sent me two to do each livery. So I had the extras. And then I looked at the Lipish, and I just got bored of the green. So I'm like, I'm going to try to...
I love it.
Since it's the concept anyway.
I love the customization you did on that one. It looks awesome, man.
Right.
And my Lipish is back up and running after I nosedived mine. It's easy to do. You get out there ripping it, having a good time, and you go, oh, is it upside down? Wham!
I do too. I'm going to have this forever.
The Lipish is definitely one of those planes. And I've said this several times. There's certain airplanes that you get that you fall in love with, and you say, if that one ever crashes, I'm going to have another one. And I would say the Lipish is one of them for me. That was
such a shock for, I think Alpha knew that it was going to be popular just based on the flying. But I remember when we first released it, the comment section was like, what the hell is that?
I tell you another one.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'd buy this one again tomorrow if it crashed. This MiG, I absolutely love this airplane. I still say this is my favorite hand-toss airplane Motionrc sells right now. The MiG. I love it.
Wow. I got to give that one a shot. I haven't flown now the Panther.
I'll bring it with me and you can fly mine. How's that sound?
The Chief, I'll do it. Dude. I got the Sabre. I have a Sabre in the box, so I was going to give that a shot.
I'm telling you, the MiG is just, there's something magic about it. It's so stable. Did you see me at Joe Knoll flying it like 3 inches off the runway down the whole runway? It's so stable. You don't need a gyro. It is just the easiest little plane to fly.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
It's awesome.
You got to get one.
Dennis, I'm 100% going to take them because I'm going to fly like I did at Neffy at night. Remember that. And that's just between us.
We got to figure a way to stick a flashlight in the MiG so I can come chase you at night.
I don't know. That's the one thing I'm afraid I hope I don't miss because, it doesn't get dark down here till... I think like 10 o'clock, like 9:45, and we're hoteling it at this. This is the first event I've been to without, we're not camping on site. So,
yeah. And
I'm going to try to stay as late as I can, but,
Right. And I'm going to try and go live from the event somewhere out there, definitely. Oh.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to take all our equipment and we're going to try and go live and do our show from there in person. It would be so neat. A lot of the guys that are in the comment section, if you're there, stop by. We'll get you on screen, say hi to everybody in person. It'd be so neat. So I can't wait, James. I'm so excited for the event, as always. Null was amazing. I know this is going to be amazing. Fall Null. I'm looking so forward to everything that we're doing lately. It's a wonderful time to be in the hobby, guys. I mean,
so much stuff coming, and just from us. I mean, I know you haven't heard from us. We've been lying a little low in a little while, but trust me, that's going to change.
Oh, I know.
Year is far from over, and there's
a lot to come.
It's insane. It's insane. We're going to be doing a lot of work here, so that's why if you don't see any new videos coming from some old stuff, we're working on stuff that we can't share. Hopefully for Null in the fall, at least we'll be there. That's the goal now. So what is that? A month away.
Yeah. Do I get to fly whatever it is?
I think I can make that happen, or I may, I may make you sleep outside one night.
Right.
Just as like a punishment before I even.
You're sleeping in the tent tonight.
Yeah, let's see what we can get. Maybe I'll have them sleep. We'll have you sleep in the ATC tower at Triple Tree.
Oh, I'd be down for that. That looks awesome.
The morning sleeping up there or something.
Oh,
we got to do something fun for it.
Well,
but yeah, I'm super excited to have you down there. I'm super excited to. Again, it's just I fell in love with this, so it's more than just it's not just a job for me anymore. It's part of my life, and I love going out. The events are always awesome. I wish I could do even more, but with 3 young kids, you have to pick and choose your battles. But I'm so excited to have this one, and I just want to again, big thanks to the CCRC because so many guys there are doing. Jason Miller, Sean. So many guys there are just doing so much for that event from my club, and then James Slocum and the Flightline RC guys that I meet out there. Give them props because they probably would have done this without us. It's really just hopefully the marketing push that Motion was able to do. We'll step it up, and can you beat flying at a real runway? I mean, if you can't fly a Triple Tree, a real runway is about the best thing you can get. It's so funny. I've maidened a couple planes there just because I know I have swaths of land. I mean, where I fly, so some jets, I don't know if I want to make that little turn in on my maiden. Even flying this thing almost seemed like it looked so
tight.
big at my location.
Right.
I can't wait to open this up out there because I flew 2 flights on this. I'm running 2 5,4S's, and for the second flight, I believe. So my maiden, I went up. I just put the time 3 seconds. Just was so short. But then the second time, I put it up to 5:15, and I landed it still at 70%, and I was up for 5 minutes. I was at 3.95, and I was obviously. I opened it up just once. I went full throttle just to see it, but we were just trying to get as many pictures as we could because we saw the sun disappearing. So, but I'm going to have Alex go out there and chase this bad boy.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be great, James.
And to move on, and stuff we have coming from Black Horse too, and this was just a taste. If they're interested in a good, stable, trainer balsa model, first one, hard to go wrong with this beautiful PC9. I mean, it flies like a T-20.
I knew it was going to be a great flying plane.
This week I'll do a flight review again. I mean, I wish I could fly it the way it deserves. I'm not doing 4-point rolls yet, but I'm getting close.
Getting there.
Getting there. But I'll definitely take her for a flight, and then I'm gonna have you take some pulls on her too because
we'll do some crazy stuff next weekend for you.
You're gonna love this.
Oh, I know I will. I know I'll love it. I'm just sad the Storch won't be there now, unfortunately.
Yes, Chris. CCRC. It's owned by the county. They rent in a state park, so it's been there for a long time. They have a good relationship with the park officials there. So it's my club is part of state land, if you will.
Sweet. Yeah, I love the new setup now too. Guys out there, you don't see it, but I mean, we get to see all your comments now the way we've got it set up. So I mean. If you guys have questions, this is a great time. We're kind of coming to the end. So if you have questions right now, let us know. Me and James are watching along with you. we do have a little bit of a delay, but James, I'm going to go back to, I can't thank you enough for being here tonight. I cannot wait for Jolly Good. I cannot wait for Joe Knoll in the fall. The experience is going to be amazing. Thank you for the opportunity, brother. I really do appreciate it.
No, it's such our pleasure, man. Our pleasure. I mean, I don't know. I love this hobby. I love it. I love everything about it. And
the people, there is no better hobby for friends and family and meeting the nicest people you will ever meet than this hobby. I mean, if you go to any big event, you're going to find out that everybody is like lining up to help you. Oh, you're having an issue with your airplane? Here, I've got an extra receiver. Throw it in there. And oh, your battery puffed and you can't fly anymore. Here, take mine and fly for the day. Whatever. Everybody's there to help each other, and I love it. There is no better hobby than RC airplanes.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was never, my father-in-law's like, "Want to go play golf?" I'm like, "No,
not really.
I gotta go fly." There's no wind. I'm going out to fly. I mean, obviously, I get to fly during the week, so I don't get to go out on the weekends normally. My wife would kill me if I go out too many weekends to fly on my own because I can do it. It's part of my job. But
see Dave's commercial Dave's.
It's so much fun. Dave's planning a
Motionrc planning a Top Gun plane.
I mean, I don't know what he's flying. He's going to fly a Super Hornet in it, but I'm still interested to see why there's a Tomcat. If it's a flashback, or are they going to try to pretend there's a new Tomcat? Are they going to make up a fake jet for the movie?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, it was a while back. I saw a guy
that
did a Tomcat up as the one from the movie. He did the little Maverick and Goose in it. It was pretty cool.
I mean, the movie, for an 80s movie, it was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but you watch it now and there are some cringeworthy parts in that movie that you're just like, this is awful. So I hope the second movie is great. If anything, I know the special effects look awesome. I mean, the shot where he's coming off the carrier from the inside the cockpit, you could clearly see that they put a camera in a real F-18 and then just superimposed him in a green screen cockpit in that flight, but you could see that that's like real footage. Like, I don't even think that's any CGI. So I have a feeling they did a lot of actual effects for the Top Gun movie, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
They're not rely totally on CGI, which is cool. So I hope it gives people a love for aircraft because, I'm sure the 80s, a lot of guys became pilots, became interested in aviation because of
and we definitely have a lot of guys that buy Motionrc Tomcats because of that movie. Everybody, our generation's like, all right, you gotta have an F-14. That's like the coolest airplane ever. I'm gonna get one eventually. It's just not yet.
I like the Tomcat more because of Final Destination than Top Gun.
Oh.
When they go chase the Zeros because they're back in time, I think that's just the coolest thing you've ever.
What was the one where the ship goes back in time?
That's it. Final.
Is that it?
Yeah. Or
I thought it was called Battleship or something.
Final Countdown.
Maybe that was it.
Final Countdown.
It's the final countdown.
I wish they'd remake that movie and just fix the end because that movie's awesome and could be so much better. I just want them to show up with the Nimitz at Pearl Harbor and just wipe out, the Japanese military there and just call it a day and then see where the movie goes.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Man. Well, like I said, James, I think we're coming to an end here. Thank you so much for being on the show tonight. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it as always. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. Man, James, you got anything you want to add before we cut this off tonight?
No, that's it, guys. Look out for more stuff, coming your way. Keep, following everybody you follow on, on social. Give them likes. Give them,
Thumbs
give them
ups.
shares. And, the more stuff, I believe, you're always, any video you do could be the first video somebody sees of, RC and gets them interested. So, it's great to have great people. And, thanks for watching. Listen to us rant and have some great flying this week.
Yeah, and we will see you.
I'll see you on Friday.
That's right. We will see you Friday.
At the movies? What was it?
I'm hoping I see a bunch of these guys in the chat this weekend, meet them in person, give them some stickers. I got business cards. We got it all. So we're super excited to be hanging out again. Guys, if you have a chance, Dalton, Georgia, come visit with us next weekend. Hang out. Come be pilots. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise you. So...
And you're bringing your F-18? Are you bringing that F-18?
Yeah, I'll bring it. I've got to just...
Steve have his with the air brake. And
the Maiden will be officially there.
We got a bunch of customized versions of them, so I think it would be cool to go up with a few.
RC Jet Dude's F-18 is just unreal with the moving tail hook and the air brake. And oh, my God, he just goes crazy on his. He don't mess around.
That guy doesn't. And now he got a rope and a pack.
Yeah, I saw that. He's got the Apache. He's been 3D printing parts for it.
He's going to trick that thing out like nobody's business, I'm sure.
Well, guys.
But again, thank you, Wes. Thank you, everybody. And Wes, you get rid of me and close it out.
Thank you, James, once again. Lori's going to get it to where we can actually transition like that. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. It's the final countdown. Bye, James. Thanks for coming on the show, man. We appreciate it so much. Oh, Lori's breaking stuff right now. Hang on. And I look like a lobster tonight, and I'm sorry, guys. We were outside for like 11 hours today. Hey, there I am. Just don't mind the banner at the bottom. It doesn't say anything. Anyway, guys, we had a ball today. Thank you for stopping by the Merry Boozers channel. Be looking for us next weekend. We'll probably be going live from the Jolly Good as long as we can get signal and we can figure it out. We are going to go live next weekend from the event. I'm probably going to try and go live 2 times, once on Saturday and once on Sunday. As long as everything's working, we'll definitely be trying to show you as much as we can. And if not, I will take cameras. We will definitely be filming. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I do appreciate all of you staying with us every week. We got to be getting close to a year. I have to go back and look. I mean, it's crazy to see where the channel has come in the short time we've been doing it. We absolutely love it. And thank y'all so much for everything you do to support us. If it wasn't for you guys that watch the show every week, we wouldn't be here. So anyway, without further ado, thank y'all so much. We're going to get out of here. Boozers on a go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful evening and go fly something.